Guys, so today is the day for us to go ahead and put some more stuff on this engine. If you remember in the last video, if you saw that last video, it was about us getting the engine finally dropped into the car or whatever. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to get the bolts and everything like that in, motor mount bolts, make sure everything's secure and everything from that. And from there we're going to go ahead and start slapping the distributor on, putting the carburetor on, the front accessories on, all of that other good stuff. Alright guys, so I was able to get the motor mount bolts in, and they were truly a monkey. I will be completely honest with you. If you look under the bottom of here, there's just those little openings there for you to try and get them in through. I can't even, that's one, and the rest are tucked up in there. I won't even be able to get the camera to focus, and you got that small little hole to try and work through as well. So man, those were a monkey, but we got that in, so now we're about to move on to the next part. Alright guys, so before I go ahead and put the 3 flywheel to torque converter bolts in, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put the distributor in. Since I have to spin this engine over, I already know it's on cylinder number 1, so there's no need for me to mess with it. So as you see here, we got our new distributor, and I'm going to show you how I put it in. Now first is knowing what engine you have and the cylinder locations, where they are. So since this is a Pontiac 400, this is cylinder 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. So you got your evens on one side, you got your odds on the other side. Now before I just go ahead and stab this distributor in, what I use is some break-in engine assembly lube. This is what I use. It's got malate graphite in it. I mean, I put a few engines together with this, and I haven't had a single complaint yet with them. I mean, each person may have their own that they want. So I will coat this bottom gear with this, because as we all know, this gear mates with your camshaft gear, and we need to make sure that they wear together evenly, since I have a brand new camshaft as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, but before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and take this cap off. Now taking this cap off requires a flathead screwdriver. You got these little screws here, and what it will do is release, just turn this little end piece for the cap to come off. And most of them are spring loaded like this one here, so sometimes you gotta push down on it. And then turn it. So, now this is the inside of an HEI distributor. Now, you want your pointer here that's inside of the cap to be facing your cylinder number 1. Okay, and it's going to correlate with your cap as well. So when you put your spark plug wires on, it's going to be number 1. You'll know which one is number 1, and then I'll mark it with a number as well, so I can make sure we don't have any problems with it. I'm going to be a little liberal with this. I love this stuff. Because that first engine startup is the most crucial. Just want to make sure you got the most coverage as possible. Now, clear everything. And sometimes this takes time, making sure we get it to drop in pretty good. So, some of it, you want to make sure that it goes and drops in straight. Now since this is a vacuum advanced distributor, you see it's got the little air diaphragm and a little nipple there. I'm going to clock this distributor so that it can still advance and retard and make its motions there without getting caught up or stopped on this firewall, as you see here. So if I don't clock it, it'll hit against here. Okay, now when I dropped it in, it went back, so it's pointing further back. So now I need to advance this more, turn this more clockwise, so when I drop it in and it slides in the gear, it'll fall in with the number 1 cylinder. it dropped down some, but there's still a gap further down there that the camera can't see. So we gotta see if we can clock it anymore. Let's see if it'll drop it. Alright guys, so you guys just seen I put the distributor in. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is put the chrome valve covers on both sides. Go ahead and get that tightened down, and then we're gonna go ahead and change these spark plugs, because as you see, I've got paint on them. Those are the old spark plugs. I just didn't want to mask the hole or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those new ones in, and then we'll start putting the spark plug wires on, and then we'll finish the front accessories, and that'll be that. Alright guys, so we got a lot of progress done. I'm gonna show you everything that we have just completed. Alright, so we got quite a bit of accessories on. Some things still aren't bolted in. When putting a lot of this stuff back together and you try to go off of memory, oh god, it takes forever taking it apart, putting it back together, taking it back apart, putting it back together. But we are getting there. So as you see, we got those finned chrome valve covers on, and to be honest with you, those stamped steel valve covers from Summit Racing, they look nice, but there's a lot of little fitment issues and things like that, which made it real weird and wonky. And I blame myself for one thing by not getting new bolts. So you see I got old bolts there, but we'll let it ride for a little bit. But overall, they look pretty. Of course, distributor's in, got the new wires, got the new spark plugs already in. Got this alternator that came on the vehicle. We're gonna use that for a little bit, see what it does. I already got the power steering pump for the most part up. As you can see, these back bolts back here, there's one here and there's another one on that side, still needs to be tightened up. I'm trying to find the little two-way threaded studs, as you could say. I set them down, and of course when you set it down you spend more time looking for it than anything else. But that's what we got going. We are getting really close. Now in the next video that we are going to have, we're going to do a unboxing on the Harley Street Demon, just at least give you guys what comes in the box, instructions, things like that, and then we'll go from there. After that, the next video after that will be trying to fire this baby up and get her running. Still little small minor things, plugging the fuel lines up and stuff like that, but that's not major, and we can knock that out in no time. Alright guys, so as you just saw, we got quite a bit of accessories and things like that on. We're growing closer and closer and closer. If you like the video, feel free to like it. If you got a question, feel free to comment on it. If you want to share it, please go ahead and share it and subscribe to the channel. There will be a whole lot more things that we'll be showing, and I'll try to go in a little bit more in depth with a lot of stuff. I just ordered a camera so I don't have to use my phone and make it work like that. So we'll have some better videos and better quality and better sound coming up shortly. So thanks guys for watching. Peace.